Hey there, friendlies. How's up? I was chatting with some of you guys during my premiere that was just on, but I guess once YouTube decides that the premiere is over, the chat goes away. So, hey, Tyler, how's it going? Um, Tyler, I think, weren't you live streaming tonight as well? Can you actually hear me? How's my sound? Seems a little low, actually. But yeah, this will be a real short. This will be a real short live stream. I just wanted to chat about. Yeah, Tyler, I got a notification about yours, but hold on. I don't really understand how messed up this stuff can possibly get, but like I only just recently got it. Yeah, like here it says Tylerwood Bushcraft live in 30 minutes, buying only recommended wish items. But that just popped up. So what? Doesn't make sense. So what I'm talking about tonight is I just did a on your phone. It never goes right. Okay. Yeah. What I did was I set up. I couldn't get my video up this morning like I'm supposed to. Like my videos go up every Friday at 9:30. Last night I had no time to edit because the car didn't work. The battery was dead, so I had to jump it, and then I had to drive around for like an hour and blah 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 blah. Anyway, I didn't get it edited in time. So yes, Tenenbaum, good. I'm glad that you popped over here because I said something to you, and that's how I found out that the chat was closed. What I was saying is I found the wait. Let me finish with Tyler, and then I'll get. So yeah, so the video didn't go up this morning because I wasn't finished it. I spent all day running around, but I knew I could get it up by like 10 p.m. So I finished it and I said, look, I'm going to try out this Premiere thing because I know you've done a Premiere before, and I'd love to know how yours went. Because mine went, it was okay. I think that if I put notice up like yesterday, but as you know, you have to have the video up in order to set the Premiere. So I just didn't have time, and I didn't want to, put it off for tomorrow night or anything because I wanted to at least hit Friday. How's my sound, guys? Tenenbaum, I found the world famous canvas backpack. Looks pretty good. There are some bags linked at the bottom of that are exactly what I was thinking of. There's a vintage Yosemite world famous number 24 hiking backpack, which is just like I can practically hear disco in the background when I look at this bag. One thing I wanted to ask was, might have been pretty good. Last one you have 70 people. Yeah, I didn't hit anywhere near that kind of numbers. I never do though. Your numbers are definitely bigger than mine on everything. Hey Nick, both Tylers. Simo's here. Serge, yeah, Simo, I popped up here because the Premiere doesn't, like, the chat doesn't go indefinitely. Oh. I guess I didn't put this away from the last live stream, which was a good live stream, by the way. So did everyone vote in the poll on that video? I also wanted to try out the polls because I've only done one poll before, and my numbers were much lower at that point. So I'd love to know if putting a poll in a video makes sense. So everyone go vote in the poll in that video. You just click up in the corner. You don't have to wait for it to pop up. It's Friday night, so Yeah, go to the upper right hand corner of that video, like mouse over it, where there's like a circle with an eye. It doesn't always show up, and you'll have two links. One is the Patreon that I'm not at all advertising, and the other is my poll. Tenenbaum, you should. I'm pretty sure you know about some vintage tents. As I've said to you guys in previous live streams, Tenenbaum is my my tent guru these days. Tyler, you didn't get a notification, eh? I finished putting the video up and setting all that crap at 7:45 kind of thing tonight. So you only would have gotten if YouTube actually worked the way it's supposed to. You would have gotten the notice at that point, and then you're supposed to get another notice right before the live stream goes on. If it didn't happen, then Nick, you fell asleep before my last. Actually, no. If you'd said you fell asleep during my last stream, then I would have been like, "What's going on here?" But that's okay. Yes, YouTube is weird, and it's just going to get weirder, man. Attic Mike. It was awesome until it ended. Much like many awesome things, they all end. Bill Moss invented the pop tent in 1955. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. I got to take note of that. Mike, wouldn't a bigger tent be kind of expensive, though? Like, affordability is key for this project. Yeah. I could just go real old school, like a tarp, a wool blanket, that kind of thing. And as you say, don't go during black fly season or mosquito season, which may be what I end up doing. I want to explore all my options, see where the money falls in. That didn't make any sense, did it? See where the money lands, kind of thing, and make my decisions as I go. Attic Mike, you watched a couple of vids in the last couple of days? Nice. Do you watch a lot of YouTubes, or do you sort of watch when you get time? I used to watch so much YouTube, and now I watch whenever I can, because I have many subscribers who are also YouTubers. I try to at least watch their stuff, even if I'm not always commenting, because I don't have time to watch and comment on everything. But I try real hard to keep up on other people's stuff. I can't see everything, obviously, but if that's a success, you're going to go back to 1920. Man, I would probably go back to like 1950 first. Vintage North Face 2 2-person backpack and tent, brown label, 1970s NR. Is that on the eBays again? NR is no reserve, I guess. Boom. Nope. Where's my damn search? Where's my damn search? Oh, where's my damned... Ugh. Sorry, guys. The Windows key combinations or whatever are messing me up again. Boom. Come on, man. Interesting. Okay, it's $26.54 Canadian. That's good. Whoa. Holy smokes. It's $106 shipping? That's heartbreaking. $106 shipping. I don't think I could really do. Mike, my brother has our parents' early 70s woods wax canvas tent you could borrow if you want to drive out here. I would like to drive out there at some point this upcoming year. I'm working out. I don't want to say I'm negotiating with the missus about trips because that makes it sound like something it's not, but timing is very complex. Some of you know what she does. The rest of you will just have to go with me on this. I can't just up and leave for a weekend and leave her holding everything because of her job. So Attic Mike and Tyler would know each other, clearly. Go out as soon as you can and do a tarp shelter with bushcraft walls on the side, a sleeping bag, do an extra bushcraft overnighter, make a spoon or cook stuff for your overnighter. Oh, 12 by 12. What the hell would I do in a 12 by 12 tent? Host a party. Microbrew all night long. Yeah. Yeah, and that's true. And I have a very, very small Hubert. Broski, how's it going? Attic Mike 6 in a box room and it sucks. I understand. Yeah, it's possible that I would just end up deciding to do just a tarp, you know? But part of it is the kitsch value of like, hey friendlies, what's up? And behind and like all around me is this like baby boomer era stuff, like brown tag North Face stuff or that world famous. There's a couple of these world famous backpacks. Look at this one. Hold on, I'm going to put the link up because unlike you poor guys, I can put links up. Check this one out. Oh no, the URL's too long. It won't let me. Oh well, forget about it. But there's another world famous that's sort of a nylon with the leatherette bottom. It's got to be an external. No, it's an internal. There's no frame on it. But yeah, just like I would practically grow this out and shave this for that video. Like have the whole sort of. Maybe not, but Hike with Mike's here. How's it going? Okay, boomer. Yeah, it's funny. I've never mind. For the record, I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. We're the ones who stay the hell out of the entire conversation as much as we can. Sales, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. Hike with Mike. This live stream is sort of a follow-on to the premiere I just did. My first premiere. For a guy who went to film school, it's kind of special. But yeah, so maybe what I'll do is I'll eBay that backpack that Tenenbaum pointed out looks pretty good. It's $60 plus $20 shipping. Right, because there's the thing, right? It's the shipping that there's a vintage Eureka backpack, but it's like $225 Canadian plus shipping, which is what I said in the video. Like, if this stuff is all collectible, forget about it. But it looks like there is some. It looks like there's some good options. I may actually be able to pull this off. Yeah, Army Surplus, like, or maybe check out Verstelica. 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 Yeah, see what they have in their vintage military. I don't really know if I want to go the surplus route. But, you know. There's a bunch of guys who know each other here. That's cool. I like that. I love it when you guys just talk to each other. It's what am I drinking tonight? The Bullmore 12. It's my it's one of my more sort of pedestrian bottles, but it's a good one when I'm not. I have certain scotches for certain moods, and this is a good one for when I'm not really looking to dive, hard into something that makes me work for it, And that's just because I wasn't planning this live stream, so I didn't crack out a beer or anything. It's funny, because in terms of vintage gear, like in my live stream, I mentioned that I'm reading Little Kephart, right? And the stuff he talks about, like, he's like, we're packing light. This tent will only weigh, 7 pounds, blah, blah, blah. But it's like all the materials he talks about or stuff. Oh, when he's talking about waterproofing and he's talking about using like lead, like alum and lead, I'm like, oh my God, you're going to die. Yeah, but Simo, I mean, like, there's a bunch of guys here who are not regulars and who I hope become regulars, who clearly know each other, probably from. Do you guys all know each other from Tyler's live streams? No messages. It's too bad Outdoor Dauber couldn't be here, but he's got to be up early because he's bear hunting tomorrow. So I understand. I'm supportive of his early bedtime. Here's a vintage world famous Everest Red Boy Scout bag for $92.88 plus shipping. I don't want to break the bank for this. It's a kitschy, fun little idea. I don't want to. Postage quotes shown are close to or below my actual costs. I think there's $20 shipping. It's an external frame bag. Yeah, that's why. You can't just like roll it up into a little bag. So this backpack would drinking coffee and doing homework. All right, Tyler, that's legit. Yeah, Mike, I think you're right. Like, nothing that's too pockety, nothing that's too. like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm thinking that for many, 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 many decades, the pace of change was nowhere near as heavy as it is today. And so a bag from 1972 and one from 76 were probably pretty damn similar. Whereas these days, like, maybe some of you guys know. I've wanted the Fjallraven Mike Morton. What was the bag we discussed? I can never remember his bloody name. Stubborn. I've wanted this Stubborn for a long time, and they've got a new version of the Stubborn, but I don't know what the damn difference is. They call it version 3, I think they call it now. This obviously would not be for my vintage movie video. But I got a bunch of guys on right now who are knowledgeable as hell about the gears. So, Stubborn. Singy, Stubborn, sold out. This is one of those bags where I was like, I'll get it someday, but not right now because it's too expensive. And at that point, it was $250. Now it's $300. It's one of those things that it's just gonna keep getting more and more expensive and further from possibility. Yeah, hike with Mike. I think if I get something with a frame, it'll have to be an external frame just for vintage cred, Oh, Mike Morton knows all about it. I knew it. The front close is different and the seat pad is integrated. Has a new side pouch that can hold a rifle. Okay. Like Lee's Sporting Goods, I don't even know what that is. Well, not across the border though. Yeah, there's a bunch of places that used to do sort of those kits. Mike, it was not comfortable on your back, or it wasn't comfortable as a seat. Because what I love about it is the idea that I don't have to bring a separate camp seat, Whoops. Looking it up again. And there's the thing, like I see a lot of things online and think, hell yeah, but I don't actually, like, if I don't see the damn thing, I'm not necessarily going to know what it feels like. Like, if I don't see it in person. And one thing that bugs me about the Stubborn is that those side pockets should be included for that kind of price. Mike Morton, not comfortable to wear, slab-sided back and heavy. Short distances was fine, but not great for a few hours. Okay. Now, was it always called the Singy Stubin, or is that the name for the new version or something? Because this new version looks really cool, but at $300, it's forget about it. No, the Singy part is new. Okay. Oh, thank you, Simon, for turning Tenenbaum's URL into a clickable URL. Nice. The Eureka Timberline. Is that I'm gonna look it up. I should probably be looking up Eureka Timberline Vintage. Crumbs. Whew. Wow, even the vintage ones are expensive. Oh. I will take a closer look. It's an early A-frame tent, freestanding before people were using the far superior tensions curving pole. Yeah, something like that would be, but except that what I'm looking at here isn't really an A-frame. Oh yeah, it is. It absolutely is. But I'm not finding a vintage one. These are all like $400. All right, Mike Morton. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Craig, have Coleman lanterns been suggested? No, but I'd already sort of figured something. One of them was going to make an entrance into the kit. Because when I was the whole time I was growing up, we always had Coleman lanterns. Vintage Eureka Timberline 2 Deluxe Tent and blah blah blah. I will look it up as soon as I can figure out which bloody keys to use on Windows. I kind of feel that Eureka is going to be expensive no matter what, though. I mean, it's not a low end brand. Search. Excellent Eureka tent, 2-person, 3. Oh, that's a Rainfly for $53. Yeah. I don't know. It's something that I'll just keep looking at. Oh, Attic Mike, you're so right. Mosquito, pff, gone, done. I wonder if I could actually. Now, what do you guys think about Coleman lanterns? Is that the kind of thing I can safely eBay, or do you think I'd be begging for trouble, like in terms of leakage or danger? Wow. Oh, here's a vintage one, all right. For 99 Canadian dollars, but check this one out, guys. Oh yeah, here's one like I used to use. $60 plus 25 shipping. It's in Victoriaville. I could drive there. It's right up here in Canuckistan. Hell, Victoriaville's in Quebec, for God's sakes. I mean, I couldn't just jaunt over like in a half hour, but I could drive over and get it. Save on the shipping. 60 Canadian dollars, and I'm good. Yeah, Tenenbaum, you know what I'm talking about, eh? Isn't that one pretty? I love it. I just love it. I love that box. It's funny because my appreciation for, like, what year would you would you sink? Would you sink? What? What year would you say that that lantern might be? This is in Canada, but it's a 242B, right? So it could be late 40s, right? I don't know if I'm right about that, but I seem to think that it's got like a late 40s, or that model was whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Attic Mike, yours was red. Okay, I always sort of had your typical green. In fact, I used to have one that came in a like a metal box. Was it? You know, with the latch. Simo, how long is the drive from say your place to Victoriaville? Because it'll be within 20 minutes of what my drive would be. Yeah, Coleman lanterns and stoves do have service kits available. Absolutely. So it's a 90-minute drive from your place. That's actually not bad. You know, when you start to look at vintage Coleman stuff, I get all kinds of really warm camping memories. You know, because Coleman was Coleman. What? Coleman was the brand when I was coming up. You know, everyone I knew who was camping, they all had a Coleman stove and a Coleman lantern. And they started making other like more soft goods as well. I think I had a Coleman tent at one point. But like, to me, I don't need any of this stuff to be in pristine condition, but I don't want to have to do repairs to do the video, you know? Whew. Here's an old Coleman from 1975 with the metal carry case for 125 US. Not it's not the kind of money I'm going to throw at just for making a video, you know? Huh. Canadians will pay Canadian taxes. Where is this coming from? Oh, that's the one from Victoriaville. So $60 plus 15% plus shipping. Except that if I or Simo go to Victoriaville, I don't pay the shipping. Well, I would tell the guy and have him. Whatever, okay? Craig, that's a really interesting question. Why not do a Coleman themed video? I would, because then instead of trying to find a 1972 or 75 vintage tent or whatever, suddenly I'm looking for a 70s vintage Coleman item. And if it's a lamp or a stove, no problem, I'm gonna find it. But some of their other things, I might not find this stuff in time, you know? Dennis is here. Nice. Dennis, did you watch my my premiere tonight? Because we're planning the video I talked about in that. And the nice thing about Coleman is it's a real sort of basic brand, but it's not crap the way some affordable brands can really be. It's all right, Dennis. I have no worries about it. Attic Mike. Yeah, but where do you live, Attic Mike? Because I'm thinking, judging by your spelling of neighbor, you're in the States? West Coast? On which side of the imaginary line? South side? Okay. Problem with Coleman is Walmart? What? I don't. I never walk into a Walmart if I can avoid it, so I'm not sure what you're on about there. Does Walmart have a like? Does Coleman make a special line for Walmart? That would be cool, and I don't want to touch. Because like guys, big boxes like Home Depot and Toys R Us and stuff. They all have stuff. Not everything, but they all have stuff that's made specially for them by brands. There's a kind of snowblower that if you go to like a snowblower shop, you can get with certain options. But if you go to the Home Depot or whatever, they sell a slightly more basic version, like plastic wheels instead of rubber ones, kind of thing. Oh, Walmart drives Coleman's prices down. Yeah, they do that for they do that to many brands. But if they're driving Coleman's prices down, then maybe I don't want a modern Coleman anything, no matter what. Like maybe vintage is better, even if I wasn't doing this kind of video. I'm saying. Hold on, guys. Someone in the stream just sent me something, and I'm wondering if it's something I can show or not. Oh, come on, slow ass phone. Just bring up the chat. Oh. I hadn't even thought about a cot. Dennis, yes, it was the overnighter idea video. Yeah, absolutely. I guess it doesn't show up as a premiere after the video is already out. I hadn't even thought about a cot. Yes, Dennis, I'm so happy you were monetized. I'm still not. I'm still, in fact, my my watch time has been going down. But which is funny because my subscribers are back up now, but my watch time. Hold on, let me just do in the last 365 days. Yeah, I'm at 3.2 thousand watch time hours. Even though my watch time hours the data is underreported for certain dates, but like I'm down by 9%. Because I was at like 90% of the way to 4,000 a few months back, but I don't know. It's really sort of tearing at my mind, to be honest with you, but whatevs. I'm very happy for you. I think you deserve it. I think your channel is great. And you do what I want to do, but you do it right. Like in terms of your live streams and stuff. So yeah. I'm going to be kicking my game up again over the next few weeks. Where was I? Yeah, so anyways, Dennis, I'm very excited for you. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Not, monetization itself doesn't mean much because there's no money to be had really from YouTube. But what it means is it's a nice sort of it feels like you've been legitimized in some ways, I guess. Even though well, whatever. I'm still happy for you. Wood Pigeon's here. How's it going? Somebody is trolling us. But fortunately, Simone's here to time him out. Craig, you're good. There's some great stuff here. Oh, how many of you guys remember this? Let me see if I can bring it up. How many of you guys camped with one of these? God, looking at this stuff brings back some good memories, man. And it's funny because I have almost no memories from before, like maybe my very late 20s or my early 30s. And so it's nice to sort of get some good memories sort of pop up, and like the stuff that Axe Junkies is showing me right now. It's just like, yeah, good times. Good times. I'm going to contact a few of those sellers, I think. John Lee or John Le. You bought a military pump tent. Yeah. Are you in the States? Because I feel that Army surplus in the States is a much better deal, but I found some good prices on stuff too. My wool blanket was 35 Canadian dollars, and it's a Canadian Forces one. Simo will know it well, that's for sure. This stuff is all on Facebook Messenger, right, Greg? We have a picnic basket. Yeah, wood pigeon. I know. The December 10th thing is really stressing the hell out of me. That's why it's one of the reasons I'm not happy about still being demonetized, because that right there automatically puts me on the wrong side of December 10th. But I'm just going to hope for the best. What can I do? I'm not going to get monetized between now and then because I have 800 hours of watch time to hit before then in order to get monetized. No, I'm not going to think about it, come what may. I may buy a really massive hard drive and download all my videos before then, just in case. You know what? Here's the thing. If I do lose my channel, this isn't really what I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk about my 1970s stuff, but I'll just take a little tangent here. If my channel does disappear, anyone who's in contact with me on Signal, I will let know about my new channel, which I will start immediately. If I can get away with just having the exact same name, I'll do that. If not, I will do something with the word Raindance in it so that anyone who watches me and suddenly I disappear and isn't on Signal with me, they'll be able to find me again. The idea of going back to square one fills me with dread, but I can no longer really sit here and stress about what the hell YouTube is going to do next, I'm frankly much more stressed about the COPPA thing than about the December 10th thing. Because if I get fined 42 grand for one of my videos, I'm going to get divorced. Like, boom. So I have to find out really what the COPPA thing, what's going down there, Signal, wood pigeon. Signal is I don't know, Simo. How would you explain Signal? Well, Simo would explain Signal by putting up a URL. Signal is an app it's a messaging app, I guess, that some of us use for the rain dancey stuff, just to just to chat, send each other links about stuff, or talk about upcoming vids or whatever. And it's it's more secure than WhatsApp. Or WhatsApp I used to think that WhatsApp was very secure, but apparently it's not anymore. And it's a hell of a lot more secure than just, hold on a sec. Craig sent me something else. Oh, Craig, you know what? You guys will find this funny. How many of you guys have used a chemical toilet? The hunt camp that I used to go to in the gas bay, where we used to go moose hunting, we had a chemical toilet in there. These days I would do a composting toilet, but yeah, it was in one. What we had was an old what the hell is a roulotte in English? Like a camping trailer, not one of those that folded out, but an old camping trailer with that tiny little bathroom that they used to have, but the toilet didn't work, so pulled it out and put in one of those chemical toilets. It's not really like Discord Wood Pigeon. It's more like WhatsApp or iMessage or whatever, the Apple one. You're going to Mountain Movie Festival? Where's that? Oh, so WhatsApp is based on Signal? Okay, I didn't know that. That would explain why they look a little similar. And they're both a little buggy on my phone. So yeah, a Coleman, like if I can pick up a vintage Coleman stove, lantern, and stove actually. Because you guys are right. Coleman was like the name of that era practically. Tenenbaum, I'm gonna double check that first bag you sent me because I like that. I liked it. I've lost it though. Like, should I make? I was gonna say, should I make? Having bought everything secondhand, part of the challenge, but by definition, everything has to be secondhand, right? $59, $69, $70. Oh, looks good though. World famous canvas backpack. Now, yeah, I'm looking at it again. It's $60 plus $20 shipping, but at least those are all Canadian dollars because it's in Brandon, Manitoba. Manitoba is my old stomping grounds. I spent my formative years in Saint Boniface, which was a little French town on the other side of the river, I think it was, from Winnipeg. Craig says camping in the 70s was often referred to as going Coleman. I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. I would say that most of my youth camping, like in the 70s, was done with one of those, those camping trailers where the top, either the top came up and the sides folded out, or the whole thing just folded out. I don't quite remember, but it was one of those fold out ones. It turned into a small trailer, and then when you got there, you. But then by the time we got to the 80s, when like my parents were split up and they'd sold the trailer, camping was just in a tent with a large tarp stretched above it, like a plasticky tarp, like a Canadian Tire Special. Dennis, yeah. Somebody suggested a pup tent. I think it was John Lay. He said he'd bought one from John. Am I pronouncing your last name right? Are you Lee or you Le? Because if that's like a Vietnamese last name, then I would assume it's Le. But it's funny because Craig is obviously 70s camping experience because he sent me a bunch of things and it's all like bang on, you know. Craig, not Craig, sorry, Dennis, the symposium, man, I would love to be going to that. Send me a postcard or something. But yeah, Dennis, are you gonna see Kevin there? Because you're gonna see Martin, right? Dennis, if you get together with Kevin and or Martin, shoot a snippet and put it in your next video for me. I just want to see you guys actually talking in person rather than over the screens. Oh, and pick me up a Swift canoe while you're at it. Something simple, a prospector. Okay. Kevin's not going, but Martin is. Okay. Shoot me a shout out. Yeah, Swift for sure. Yeah. Like the blue. Was it sapphire blue? Okay. I don't want the green. Green's nice, but give me the blue. It's got a sports car appeal to it. Well, you've got Kevin in a couple of your. Oh, you mean like in one of your non-live stream videos? Which one? Oh, Simone wants a canoe as well. Well, except don't forward my credit card information. It won't buy anything. Oh, the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show. I didn't see that one. But I'll go and. What? We're all getting canoes on my credit card? You guys are going to be so disappointed. Remember, I just went to Las Vegas? You know what? Dennis, right before you go, I had forgotten that he's actually in a Ray Mears video. The the one where he goes canoeing with the other Ray, and there's that group with the Voyageur canoe, right? He's going along what are they on the Blood Vein, the Miss Ivy? I don't remember, but the whole thing is about they're following a Voyageur canoe route. Whoa! How many people am I buying canoes for here? This is gonna be horrible. I'm gonna go to jail. All right, see you later, Dennis. Thanks for coming on, brother. What I would love is when I do actually finally buy my Swift canoe, if I could go and pick it up with like Dennis or Martin, and like do the video and have one of these guys like in the video coming with me to get it. That would be cool. I'd like that. It's the same, like I would love to go down south of the border and shoot a video, like an X video with Craig. I would love to go down like just into upstate New York and shoot a hiking or camping video with whoever is around there. Like I would love to have other. This year I want to do at least one collab. Simon, what's Boreal Design? Is that like a kayak company? Craig, man, the further north the better. You're speaking my language. It's funny because, you know, my brother was in Yellowknife for a long time. Oh, Boreal Design, they're the kayak company, right? Excuse me. My brother was living in Yellowknife, and I never grabbed the opportunity to go up and see him, because the thing is, flying there is expensive, and everything up there is expensive. Yeah, Simo, I've paddled in a Boreal Design canoe kayak. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, they're not super expensive if I remember correctly, and well, what I was in seemed like a very capable boat. I think was I in a Storm 15? I don't remember. Hi, Wood Pigeon. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know why I don't have the same drive to get a kayak as I do for a canoe. I mean, I've got more experience kayaking. I'm not like an accomplished kayaker. I haven't, you know, kayaked the North Coast or anything like that. But I've done a whole lot more paddling in kayaks than I have in canoes. And I think it just comes down to what the canoe says to me versus what the kayak says to me. I think I see the kayak so much more as like a water sports vessel, whereas I see the canoe as a real connection to like Canadiana. Like the canoe to Canada is what the covered wagon is to the States in a lot of ways, you know, in terms of something that resonates with the cultural foundation of the country. Tenenbaum is going to get the sake bottle. Good man, I'm not drinking alone here. Wood Pigeon, I'm going to be downloading my videos just in case. As soon as I've got a little money, I'm buying a big freaking hard drive and I'm downloading all my vids. Because I would, if I lose my channel, that sucks. If I lose my videos, that will break my heart. I don't know how many videos you have, but I need to buy like a 4 terabyte drive. Because my sub numbers don't necessarily show it. But I've been doing this since 2013. Hey Austin, how's it going? No, on the 10th of December, they're changing the terms of use. The terms of use? Terms of use. Whereby they can just, at their own discretion, delete channels that are not financially viable for them. So that's probably me. I mean, they're not going to, well, they may, but they may just delete masses of channels. Or they may not. I saw someone had said that they were just clarifying a pre-existing clause anyway, but I don't know. As I said to the guys earlier, anyone who is not connected to me on Signal, if I suddenly disappear, should look for a brand new channel that has Raindance somewhere in the title, or just look up Jesse Corbet, because I always tag my name in my videos. So I don't know if there's going to be a warning. I have no idea what's going on. They're definitely going to delete my my vlogging channel, which I made my vlogging channel dormant while I concentrated on getting this one up, like, to better numbers. I had this dream of hitting like 5,000 this year. Hold on a second here. Let me just check something. YouTube.com /C / Jesse Corbet. Am I still there? Of course I'm just going to be there. But this channel here with 76 subscribers. This channel's gone. It's not going to survive the 10th of December. No way. Yeah, like maybe Raindance Woodcraft or something. I'm not entirely sure. Austin, I don't know what's going to happen to all those cat videos. I just don't know. How could Craig Axe Junkies has just asked exactly the question that I've been asking. He says, how could anyone start up a new channel if they would only choose the financially sound ones? I don't know. I don't know. Wood Pigeon, there's going to be another platform at some point. There has to be. Because at this point, YouTube has pissed off so many people that I cannot see there not being another. But here's the problem. To open up a YouTube killer, you got to have a lot of bank behind you. Because remember a Vimeo that was supposed to be like the YouTube killer, and now it costs you money to be putting stuff up? Not killing YouTube, guys. But if Vimeo played their cards right now, they could be a contender. I should go back and put cute cat video on all my videos just to see. Tenenbaum, I don't know, but I can't spend all my time until December 10th stressing about it. I'm just not going to think about it. I'm just going to try to get my damn, I don't know, because I'm 800 hours away from monetization. And I think that being monetized would be a good step in the right direction. I don't bloody know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know. Yeah, but Simo, I don't want to be on an extremist platform. I investigated some platform I don't bloody remember the name of right now, and it looked pretty good, but everyone on it was kind of tinfoil hatty, so nope. And that's the thing. What I need to know is, like, I don't really know what I need to know. What I need to know is where could. It's almost like you need another, like a YouTube clone. One that's not ideologically or politically motivated, one that's not out to get YouTube, but one that's out to just put a service out there in a very boring, typical business sense. And that's the thing. That's where your magic is, because that's where people just conglomerate, right? Like all the more sort of political ones are only going to get that segment, because everything's an echo chamber, right? If you're like far right, everything on your Twitter feed is going to be like Faith Goldie and Tommy Lahren, and if you're on the left, it's all going to be like Jagmeet Singh and I don't know, like Charles Taylor and stuff like that. So what someone needs to come up with, someone who has no real skin in the game has to come up with a new site. When they do, man, I will right there. But it has to be something also that creators don't have to pay to join. There's that's the Twitch. Creators don't have to join to do Twitch. That was the wrong word. Creators don't have to pay to do Twitch. And Twitch has its own problems, let me tell you. But I've thought of checking out, like of maybe changing my format to be something Twitch friendly and doing that, but I got a lot of friends on YouTube. So I'd rather add something into my mix than abandon YouTube until I have to, you know? Austin says it's a strategy for them to be able to oust content that is financially liable. The Alex Joneses of the world, the people who are bad for the platform. I don't think you're wrong. That is what the hopeful part of me is actually saying as well. But like, between that and the COPPA thing, I don't know what the next step is for YouTube. Like, I don't know what YouTube is going to look like in 2 months or 3 months, especially because I may be in massive danger from COPPA. I don't know. I don't know what constitutes a child actor. I don't know if a child actor means someone with a manager and a union membership, or if a child actor just means someone under the age of 13 talking to my camera. Because it's one of those things, I'm in the clear. If it's the other one, as I said earlier in the live stream, one fine and I get divorced. Yeah, Wood Pigeon. Twitch is live stream. Like, it would be too much work for me to do something Twitch friendly and YouTube friendly, because even my live streams, I do my live streams here, and I've got like a great bunch of guys who watch all the time, or sometimes, or whatever, So, do I want to reduce what I'm doing with you guys to bring up something like that? Especially because I'm not a thought, so I don't know how successful I'd be on Twitch. What the hell does thought stand for again? I'm gonna look it up. Man, we're getting so far away from what we were talking about. Thought definition. Just taking a look. Thought is a slang for it's a good thing I'm not monetized, because I would lose it for this. The dictionary.com, like the slang section, says thought is a slang acronym standing for that hoe over there or thirsty hose over there, and is used as a synonym for vulgar slurs like slut, bitch, or hoe, or hooer. pinknews.co.uk says thought itself is not a gendered term, but like slut is overwhelmingly used towards women as a way of shaming them for their sexual behavior. Thought. That hoe over there. Austin's Corner says, I think so long as you're not doing Ryan's Bushcraft toy reviews, you're going to be fine. I think so. The optimistic side of me thinks so. Like, I have two choices. I can stress about this stuff and try to change my channel to suit whatever YouTube's algorithm or people or whatever say, and possibly lose you guys in the mix. Or I can just do what I do it as well as I can, to the best of my ability, and hope to hell that YouTube doesn't hate me for it. So I don't know. The thing is, I believe that, like, I looked over the criteria, and the only one that I could possibly be dinged for is the child actor one. And they sort of say that they look at your channel as a whole. So I'm just hoping, just hoping. In the meantime, I got I got a lot of stuff planned for you guys on this channel over the next year, you know. So I have to assume that I can do it, that I can share that stuff. Just got to assume. Wood Pigeon Outdoors asked us, his channel, in my opinion, follow COPPA rules. Well, the whole thing about COPPA is it's a child protection thing, right? That's why you suddenly have this thing. Is your, like, whenever you upload, is this video aimed at children? Is this video not? I think you're pretty safe. I think here you're pretty safe because you don't have any toys, you don't have happy little music, you don't have cartoon characters, you don't have children, you know. But what I might do is just stop trying to, because as I've said to you guys before, in real life I'm a freaking potty mouth. But I've tried not to let that stay in my YouTube presence because I like to think of myself as sort of a family friendly channel, just because I watch other YouTubers with my daughter sometimes. You know, Scrambled O is a real standout example of this. And so I want to be a channel that somebody can watch with minors, but I don't want to aim for that. But maybe what I do is I forget about that. I just say, you know, funk it a lot. But yeah, I like what Austin just said. T-Series and PewDiePie are not enough to sustain the platform, just like a million of me can't sustain the platform. I make sure the platform does. I think you're right. But I think that YouTube is running scared, and I don't think, like, they're in constant damage control mode, right? The whole COPPA thing is coming on the tail of them being fined like a bunch of money by the FTC, right? And so they're trying to not get fined again. So it's just constant damage control. How many hours long is my whole enchilada playlist? I'm not entirely sure because I don't think I have absolutely everything on it. Hold on, let me take a check. What I'm thinking of doing is just putting my own playlist on play silent mode at like 240 screen resolution when I go to bed every night, just to sort of get my view time hours up. I did that for a while, and it really helped my hours. But let me see. Go to my channel, YouTube Studio. I gained a subscriber today. Nice. If my new subscriber is in this conversation, tell me who you are, and I'll send you a sticker. Whoops. Obviously, tell me who you are, and somehow PM me your contact information. What am I looking for? Oh, yes, my videos. But where do I find my lists? Where do I find my lists? So bitchy sounding. Sorry, guys. Go to my channel. Click on the playlists. Whole enchilada. View full playlist. Whoa. One or more videos have been removed from the playlist because they were deleted from YouTube. What? I gotta investigate that. I wonder what. Delete it. There's 196 videos here. So I don't know if I could just scroll down and be like, wait, where's X? It doesn't say how long the playlist is. Huh. Why wouldn't they say? Like, I could just add up. Like, follow up on being demonetized is a 15-minute video. YouTube is demonetizing my account. My channel is a 60-minute video. My first fire kit and the giveaway result is 913. Oh god, 196 videos worth. I'm not gonna do it. Add all that up. Yeah, it's nice to not have a bandwidth problem, eh, Tenenbaum? I don't have unlimited, but I'm very, very close to it because I realize that every time I upload a video, it could be a 2 gigabyte. Well, actually, depending on the video, Simo, that first EDC video we did together, that was a 40-minute video. God knows how heavy that was. And my ladies are always watching the Netflixes, so it's just like we need to get a package deal that gives us enough space that I don't ever have to worry about that. Hey, I should make a playlist just for my Christmas gift guides, eh? Eh? Canadians don't always say "eh," by the way. Wood Pigeon, I don't think I had stickers yet at that point, but if you want one, just give me your address. I was selling them for like $1 each, I think. But all right, Craig, see you later. Simone, no, I haven't even edited the second EDC video, but I now have a computer that I can edit it on. Thank you for reminding me. Tenenbaum, thank you to your friends for subscribing. That makes me happy as hell. Tyler, that's what I do with my in fact that's what I'm going to start doing again with my whole enchilada. It seems to take the night to play through the whole thing. Or I've gotten up in a couple of mornings and there's still like a video playing. But my whole enchilada list. But if you're going to do that, for land's sakes, I don't know what kind of bandwidth package you have, but what I do is I set them to like the lowest. Hold on, I'll just open one of my vids here. Settings. Pause so I'm not irritating you guys with the sound. And I set the quality to like 144p, so it takes up very little bandwidth. It looks terrible, but I'm not watching it. I've gone to bed, That's what I do. That is my modus operandi. Uh-oh, are we getting... Who the hell are you? I think we may be getting trolled again here. But however, they were timed out. Austin, there's no way I'm going to become a Blazecraft 420. I cross the border sometimes, dude. I have many, many in-laws in like Manhattan. No way, not going to happen. And I cross the border with a black wife, which anyways, I do whatever I can to not twig the interest of the border guards. But I get a whole lot of views. Wow, Tyler, good bandwidth. Nice. Nice. It's funny because we don't have a bandwidth problem either, except on this computer, when I'm using the Wi-Fi, I have a bandwidth problem, as you guys have seen. Like when I was buffering all the time, and it wasn't like Simone's computer. Um, the reason I'm running Windows right now is because there's a software issue whereby running on Mac OS, it's not recognizing my Ethernet port, so it's using Wi-Fi, which, as Simone could tell you, doesn't work because of the positioning of my computer right under the router. But yeah, we can run a whole lot of stuff without choking. Although Simone looks like he's got better numbers than I have. You know what, Tenenbaum? No, it's not that expensive because we first of all we cut the cable, so we're saving money there, and we're not with a major supplier. We're with a place called something, not an electronic box. I don't bloody remember who the name of who we're with because I've been drinking scotch all night. But oh, you're talking about Simone's, yeah, yeah, John Lee. I need 800 hours. And by the way, as Simone says, Wi-Fi is terrible for streaming, no matter how you cut it. No matter how you cut it, I would love for. I don't know what this whole controversy around 5G is, but if it means that I can stream from my phone out there somewhere, I'm all for it. I would love that. Well, Tenenbaum, everyone's needs are different, right? That because I think that the girls are always watching movies, and I'm always uploading. I'm uploading, and that's the thing, right? The upload number is, if you're a YouTuber, every bit as important as the download number, because a lot of accounts have great download numbers, but you got to watch that upload limit. All right, see you later, Sash. Mm, it's Austin. I don't want to do that though. I don't know. I don't even know if you can. Uh, Instagram videos, I think they have to be like 20 seconds. Or is it 15 seconds? Hold on, I'll check Instagram TV. Oh, I don't have it on this phone. My phone is too old. Yeah, Tenenbaum, everything is expensive there. I would still love to visit there for a long time. A long time. And just making sure I didn't miss anyone's comments. There's a big discussion about internet access going on. Just checking the time as well. Austin's, wait, what's my just vid? Hmm? Do you mean what's my first vid, Austin? Is that what you mean? I just went for Austin's reply before. My longest video. My EDC, it's called EDC Bonanza and a Good Beginner's Kit. That's the first one I did with Simo, and we shot a follow up, but I haven't edited it yet. But that one's 47 minutes and 35 seconds. That's the name of it. That one's like, as I said, that one's 47:35, and that one's probably my longest one. I'm just scrolling through. Some of my Axe Restore videos are close, like 33 minutes kind of thing, but I don't think I have anything that hits 47. Generally, for me, a long video is 20 minutes, and I have a whole lot that are under 10. I find that under 10 minutes is a little brief, though. I find that like if I get enough information in and everything, then I'm really, unless it was like a one subject video, then I'm hitting like 10 to 20 minutes. I'm just scrolling through my whole enchilada and I'm not seeing anything. My shortest video is 37 seconds. It's called episode 31, my new work shirt. And I believe that one is old enough that I still have hair. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's that's over like 33 minutes. I used to number my videos. Oh, you like the Axe videos, John Lee? Nice. I'm glad. I would like to do a lot more of those. I have some heads. It's the time. I guess, the thing is, I guess my longest videos are actually the live streams, but I only leave them up for 3 or 4 days, and then I make them private. I don't want to take them down because then I lose all the watch time and the comments, and I like to go back and read the comments and stuff, But aside from the live streams, which are usually 2 hours, everything else is like 10 to 20 minutes, except for that one. I have a lot of videos that are really short, it looks like. I'm like, what's going on? Why would I do a 3-minute video? Like one of the ones I did from Tobermory, the Tobermory campfire. Whoops. Just close the window, why don't you, Jess? Tobermory campfire was very, very small, short. Let's see if I can find it. I also, by the way, have way too many playlists. So Bruce Peninsula Part 1, Tobermory Campfire is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, what the hell can you That one. The most viewed video on my channel is interesting. I think it's the end of Wetterlings one. Wow, what? Hold on. Something's playing. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys hear that one. Something. Let me just go to my channel, my studio, and I will find out. Dashboard. Top videos. That doesn't work. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, at the end of Wetterlings. Oh, and I won a new axe or whatever it is. That's probably my top video. In the last 28 days, the last 28 days, it's been viewed 249 times. So if I expand that to lifetime, yes, the Anne of Wellings, yeah, the views are 14,903 for the whole lifetime for that one. But like, that's, it sounds to a small channel like mine, 14,903 is a lot of views, but it's not, right? Like, people with small channels still get videos sometimes with 40,000 views, 50,000 views. And the watch time hours on that one is 1,257.7, which is 11% of the video. So I don't know why people are clicking away, because I think that one was actually pretty, that one moved pretty well. Yeah, so I'm not gonna pay people for views, because if you get caught doing that, you could lose your channel. So I'm like, no. Another video that does very well for me is the one where it's my boiled in seed oil can combust as it dries video. I think that's because so many people end up being either very lucky about that or being very burned about that. Like on the 14th of November, 2016, yes, boiled linseed oil can combust as it dries was viewed 176 times. I think that's the day that I put that one up. But it's consistently a good performer for me, which tells me that people are worried about boiled linseed oil as it dries. I hear a baby crying, but I think someone's going upstairs. It's all about the drama. Man, drama. Today I took that. Do I want to talk about this? Today I took her for, as most of you know, the baby, the 10-month-old has a significant egg allergy, like a life-threatening egg allergy. And we had an appointment today for what's called a food challenge test, whereby you give the child the item that they're allergic to in a small enough dose that their immune system takes notice, but not big enough to cause an anaphylactic shock. And the food item in question at this point is eggs. She's also allergic to milk, but we were dealing with eggs right now. And so last night, my wife made some Clemence-sized muffins. They're tiny little guys. And so I went to the hospital with the baby. And, the doctor said, okay, give her the muffin. I tried to give her the muffin. I had to stop and breathe a bit, And then I finally just sort of handed her the muffin, and she just happily took it and started munching on it. And I started to bawl like a baby, man. And I couldn't figure out why. The doctor sort of came up and said, look, are you nervous? And I said, yeah, but I don't think that was it. I think it's because, our children just have this infantile, total, and occasionally devastating trust in us. They'll take what we hand them and they'll put it in their mouths because it comes from daddy. And the fact that I was handing her something laced with something that could kill her, it just killed me. Just really got me where I live. And I'm not a crier, right? Not because I'm a tough guy, but because I'm pretty much emotionally dead inside. My kids really get me where I live. Not just the one who is my occasional co-host. Anyways, it's been a busy day. Awesome. I'm just kidding. Wait, I figured you were. But I'm wondering how these companies don't get loads of IPs blacklisted. I think they probably do get loads of IPs blacklisted. But there's an infinite number of IPs out there, you know? Or maybe not loads, but I'm pretty sure that something goes south for these guys every now and again. It makes me like, what makes you decide to go into that as your business? You know, like, why would that be your business? That makes no sense to me. It's the same as people who go into like create call centers that run scams and stuff. Like, why would you make that your career? Why would you start that company? What kind of person are you? Oh, I dislike bikini models on Instagram so much. It's like I don't like people whose job title is influencer. I mean, maybe they're very nice people, but that's a terrible job title. That tells me that you're making bank off of playing around. You know? Yeah, Austin. I know breed, demand, supply. I know. I get that. Who cares? I still don't like it. I don't respect it. I don't respect influencers. Some of these influencers put in the work. You know. Peter McKinnon puts in the work. That guy's videos show a lot of work, but I still don't think that. I would never want, if I was ever big enough to, you know, be part of like a YouTube discussion series or whatever, I would never want under my name for it to say influencer. It could say videographer. It could say video maker. It could say film maker. Would love it to say filmmaker, actually. But if ever I see my name with the word influencer under it, I'm going to have a problem with that because that title says something very specific, and it's something that I personally don't respect. You know, Austin and Tenenbaum are both making sense here, but that doesn't mean that I'm happy about the way the world operates. I mean, I was just in Las Vegas, remember? That city is this stuff writ large. That city it's designed like a shopping mall. It's absolutely skeezy, but with a veneer of skis. It's like the target you want to hit if you're a chart-topping musician in one decade, and you start sliding towards also ran. What you want to happen is just before you hit, is on your way down before you hit the bottom, you get saved by a residency in Vegas. You know. Tenenbaum. Starting. Tenenbaum is a playful character. I don't want to put another thought in your head. Oh, yeah, I do. All right, Tyler. See you later. Well, what time is it? Tyler and Nick, have a good night. Oh, yeah, it's 11:55. Okay. At 12 on the nose, I'm gonna cut this short because it'll be midnight. Tyler and Nick, before you go, can I share your Instagram address? The one that you guys have together? Oh, never mind. I don't have the Instagram login info on this browser. Nick, I will, in fact, find a way to... Hold on. Nick and Tyler make stuff. Not like in a maker sense, but in a... you guys might want to, at some point, throw them some business sense. All of y'all who are on Instagram. Oh, in fact, Nick just said there's CH Rustic Works on Instagram and on Facebook, and they got some good stuff going down. Good stuff going down. Somebody sent me a message in the Instagram Facebookage. Yeah, they do like a bunch of stuff like leather work as well as knitting stuff, etc., etc. Oh, on Facebook, you're Chickadee and Honeybee Rustic Works. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I will have one more wee dram of the whiskey. One more wee dram of the whiskey. I should have picked up a bottle of bourbon while I was in the States. I wouldn't spend Canadian dollars on bourbon because I don't view it as a holy crap. What the hell did I just do to myself, guys? All right, good night, folks. Guys, you too. Have a good one. What time is it? 11:58. We're coming down to the end, folkies. After which I will look at all of the links that Craig and Mike Morton have sent me. And maybe start putting stuff together for that 1970s video. I do not need the Boreal Design site open because I do not want to be tempted to spend my money. Just closing down some stuff so that because sometimes when we're doing this whole thing, I lose track of where the live streaming video window is. It takes me a few minutes to find it again. So I'm just sort of cleaning everything up so that I'm not that far. Austin said New Year's resolution. What did I say that would be a New Year's resolution? I just said something and I totally forgot it. It's a little embarrassing, isn't it? The hell did I just say? What's my New Year's resolution? I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. Oh, remember things better. That's a New Year's resolution. Yesterday, I don't know how many of you guys know what these are, but I got a CPAP machine because my sleep is terrible. And apparently this thing will, because I'll actually get some sleep, it'll help me, it'll help my memory. Drink more whiskey. I still got like a third of a bottle to get through, which is a terrible idea. Okay, we're at 12 o'clock. Thank you for hanging out on my, next year. Yes, sir, I can do that. Thank you for hanging out with me for this totally impromptu live stream. Keeping me from doing anything of, like getting a blog post out or anything. And I will speak to you guys hopefully next Tuesday, depending on the date. I've got a Tuesday coming up where I can't do the live streaming, so maybe I'll do Wednesday that night as well. But whatever, so I'll let you guys know. So thanks for hanging with me, guys, and keeping me from feeling lonely. Good night. Good night.